Hey everyone, I know I just finished a live, but I don't like doing it again. And this time, I'm not going to moan about my life at all. I need to stop doing that on the live because nobody cares about my life ultimately. Like, yes, I can say small little things, but nobody wants to hear nobody wants to hear my complaints when they're coming on to this live. So, so I'll try not to do that. I will try not to do that in future. So I can't believe I forgot to. I can't believe I forgot to talk about Jim, the Jim Miller knockout. What an unbelievable knockout, by the way. Like the left hand and the way he finished, the way he finished it off with the uppercut was amazing. I genuinely forgot to talk about it, and I could have sworn I did talk about it, but I obviously never. I definitely want to see Jim Miller on UFC 300, and I think that would be the perfect way for him to retire, if I'm being honest. So yeah, today I was on Twitter as you do, and I saw a story about Harry Kane joining Real Madrid, and I thought it was a real story, so I made a quote tweet about it, and then somebody told me, you know that's a fake account, right? So then so then I looked, so then I looked up the person's name, and the real account. Not only are they verified, but I follow them, so I felt like a right idiot. And so if you saw me saying the Hurricane news to Madrid was from a fake account, that's what I'm talking about. Obviously, I'm I'm miss I'm missing the football season already, and it's not even technically over yet. But I'm missing it already. Obviously, the Premier League is over, but tomorrow or Wednesday, it's the Conference League. It's West Ham versus Feyenoord. I think they're called. I can't remember their name. Honestly, I don't know enough about fine about Feyenoord. Fine, I can't even say their name, so I definitely can't say anything about their team. So I can't give you a proper prediction for that game. And then obviously on the weekend, I believe we have the Champions League final, Man City versus Inter Milan. I would pick Man City, and I think Man City are the safe option. But I've got this thing in the back of my mind saying Inter Milan's gonna do it somehow. As I say, I think the safe option is Man City because I just think they have better better football players. But there's a part of me that thinks Inter Milan's gonna do it. I can't tell you why. It's just a feeling that I have. You know what? I've been watching a lot of 83 weeks as of late with Eric Bischoff and and something something to wrestle with. Obviously with Bruce Pritchard as of late. I know a lot of what they say. You can't really take it with it. You can't really take it with any sort of credibility. But I just think they're both very entertaining to listen to. And as I said, I know you can't take anything they say with any sort of credence, because obviously they're gonna tell the story that makes them look good, or the or the company look good in in Bruce in Bruce's case. But at the end of the day, it's just something to pass the time. I don't watch full episodes, but I watch little clips and stuff. And if you if you're just looking for something to turn your mind off and just sit there and watch, it's it's quite enjoyable for that. Even even if you know that they're bullshitting you on some of the stuff. Last last night I was on Twitter, and I I had I had this weird feeling about interviewing Lindsay, about interviewing Hillary Duff, and and I just thought it would be a really good interview. Would you like to see that? I think it would be pretty cool, to be honest. And also, last night I was in the Twitter space because because I was in the Twitter space. They were talking about influencer boxing. Gio was in the Twitter space. If you don't know who Gio is, he's been on the channel a couple of times. He's a really good friend of mine. And they were talking about influencer boxing. I would not talk. I would not talk in the in the space. I was just listening. But somehow I fell to sleep, and when I woke up, I was still in the space. Obviously, Geo had left had left the space, and and they were just moaning about a whole lot of stuff, and and as soon as I woke up and realised what was going on, I instantly left the I instantly left the space, and that's when I tweeted, I'm never going into a Twitter space again, because all they are is so people can moan about other people and say and say words that they probably can't say in their real life. Because nobody uses a picture of the real face in these in these Twitter spaces. They all use avatars, like right little bitches. Like if you're gonna like you might like if I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna have my real face so people know who said it. If you know what I mean. But but nowadays people just want to hide behind avatars. So I'm never gonna go into Twitter Spaces again. That at the end of the day, they're just absolute bullcrap. And at the end of the day, if you at the end of the day, I could at the end of the day, it's just as easy for me to go live here and talk, like, and you can see my face, and I'm not hiding, like, you know what I mean. So so yeah, so that's what I meant by my tweet last night about Twitter Spaces. That's the reason why I said it. I really want to interview Misha Tate. You know, I know people wouldn't find it very interesting, but I think it would be very interesting. So I'm definitely going to look into. Because I would love to interview Misha Tate and DC. To be honest, you know, I really would like to interview as well Dan Hardy. I think the Dan Hardy one could could happen. To be honest, the only problem is I understand it from their perspective, but a lot of these people obviously want to be paid for interviews, and I understand it, and I understand it from their perspective, of course. But I always find I've always said I would never pay for an interview because let's say if I did start playing, which I never would, but let's say if I did, what what to stop what to stop somebody not turning up after I pay them to come on the show, and if I do pay them to come on, and they d- and I answer and I ans- and I answer and I ask them something, what to say, they're not gonna say, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you anymore. Fuck off. And then all you've done, you've spent a load of money on just for a crap conversation. And that's why I always said I would never pay for interviews because I think you leave yourself open for people to agree to come on just because they want to get a payday. They want to get a payday out of you rather than rather than having a chat. If you know what I mean. As I say, I understand it from their perspective, and I'm never gonna begrudge anybody for trying to make a pay for trying to make a payday. Hello, mate. How are you? But I just think I just think ultimately you're playing a dangerous game. But people can do what they want. But I would never pay for interviews, to be honest. That might make me an arsehole. I don't know what people think like that, but that's how I feel. Some people asked me the other day about the Ultimate Fighter with Connor and Chandler, and I always say to people, I am not what the Ultimate Fighter as a season since Rampage since Rampage and season 10. With that season 10 with Rampage and he ripped and he ripped the door off of the and he ripped the door off of the hinges with that season 10. That was the last full season I watched of the Ultimate Fighter. I've seen clips. I saw obviously the TJ to the short and Cody Garbrandt stuff, and I saw the Ronda and Misha stuff. But that was all through Twitter and obviously online. As I said, the last full season I watched of the Ultimate Fighter was the Rampage season. I think it was season 10. Let me know. I just think the Ultimate Fighter. I just think the Ultimate Fighter is really corny nowadays, and because you have the Dana White Contender Series, or is it just called the Contender Series now? Because you have that, yeah. You don't really need the Ultimate Fighter like you used to. Like, let me know if I'm wrong, but I just feel like the Ultimate Fighter just become another overproduced TV, another overproduced TV, another overproduced show. Like I saw a clip of McGregor and Chandler having a pull apart in the cage, and I was like, come on. Did anybody really believe that this is real? And 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 I know people are gonna say, well, you like pro wrestling, but the difference is we all know what pro wrestling is. But I feel like MMA are trying to take a lot from pro wrestling. But but I always like it when Dana and other fight other fighters slag off pro wrestling when they take a lot of, the same stuff from pro wrestling. Like I will be honest. I will be honest with you. I love I love pro wrestling, and in the, and I'm never probably I'm never gonna be that guy that will that will hate on it because I just love it too much. But but I but I just think the way the UFC does it, it's very much stereotypical pro wrestling in my opinion. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It does get me excited. It does get me excited sometimes, obviously. But with with McGregor and Chandler, he just he just came across as really forced. I only saw it through Twitter, to be honest. From what I saw, it was like very much McGregor being like, oh McGregor, but trying too hard. If you know what I mean. Like McGregor's lost a lot of his wit and a lot of his personalities completely gone. Like he could like very generic fighter now. If you know what I mean, like at the when they have a face off, he's instantly pu- trying to push trying to push his opponents around and trying to get into their he's trying to get into their heads, and it doesn't work because people know what McGregor's trying to do. Like back in the day, he was very witty, and even if you didn't like what he said, at least you could see he was somewhat being witty. I think when it turned for me is when he fought Khabib. I think he really overstepped he really overstepped the line there, and that was the time I completely washed my hands on McGregor. Because as I say, he really overstepped the line. There's hype to build up the fight, and then and then there's what McGregor did, and obviously, and obviously, that's why Khabib did what he did after their fight. And if I'm being honest, I think Khabib is not on the. I think Khabib comes across. I think Khabib comes across a lot like I don't. If I'm being honest, I don't really like Khabib either. So there you go. And you know what? I really hope I really hope McGregor loses to Chandler, but I don't think he will. Because I think the UFC have matched him up perfectly. Because let's be honest, is Michael Chandler really going to take him down? Is Michael Chandler really going to kick him? No, not really. He's pretty much going to stand and punch with McGregor, and that's what McGregor needs at this point. If anybody tried to take down McGregor or kick his leg, he's done. And if I were Michael Chandler, I would be kicking that leg that was broken. Eh, A lot of there'll be some people that would say that's a bit harsh, but let's be honest, McGregor knew what he was signing up for. So and it's a part of the rules. So if I was Michael Chandler, that's what I would be doing, kicking him in his leg. Because it's not like McGregor did not know what he was signing up for. He knew what he was signing up for. So you get what you get. It's like if you don't want to get if you don't want to get if you don't want to get hit if you don't want to get hit there, go into boxing. Like if you just want to stand up and trade, then go into boxing. And if you don't want to be kicked, go into boxing. What about the true Jordan McGregor stuff? Honestly, I think they're both idiots. And I used to really like True Geordie back in the day, but over the last year or so, he really turned me off with a lot of the stuff that he said, and a lot of the stuff that he's done over the last year or so. He really turned me off. So now I don't watch him at all. Yeah, and that, yeah, exactly, mate. It's not as witty as he once was. So, so yeah, as I was saying, it, it, it was just, at the end of the day, it just two idiots going backwards and forward with each other. And I, and I have, and I've only seen a little bit of it. And as I say, it's just two idiots going backwards and forward with each other. And ultimately, they're not going to fight. They're not going to fight each other. I can't believe True Geordie offered Conor McGregor for a fight. That's the bit I saw. But what is the one coming to? Honestly, we all knew what if you saw it, you knew you knew what True Geordie was on. He did not want to fight Conor McGregor, but he knew if he did that, it would get people talking about him. So we know what he was doing there. So moving on, I like so and so I have watched the wrestling from last week. I thought Impact was very no, I thought Dynamite was very good. I thought Raw was okay for what it was. I thought SmackDown was really good with the Roman and the Uso stuff and everything that happened there. I I thought Impact was decent, and yeah, it was just a really fun week of wrestling television. I definitely want to do more wrestling stuff. I know to a lot of people they aren't really like it, and that's fine. But I really want to do it, so I'm gonna do it, and I want to do more personal stuff as well, where I talk about my disability and I talk about my life. Because at the end of the day, I know a lot of people are new to the channel, but this channel is about my life and about what I want to talk about. Obviously, I'm still going to talk about MMA and fighting, but I, but I obviously like to talk about other stuff as well. Speaking of MMA, tomorrow, tomorrow, I've got a new video coming out, coming out about Oliveira versus Dariush from the UFC, two, two, 289. I'm not gonna give my prediction away here, but but well, the one thing I will say, I believe it's a really good video. So I will let you know when it goes live. Make make sure make sure you have the notifications turned on, and like literally I've got the video all ready to go. I just need to pick a time to upload it. I'm thinking maybe in the morning. Well, morning to me. I don't know what time it will be for you. I'm thinking about I'm thinking about 10 10 a.m. my time. That's when I'm thinking. But obviously I'll let you know. And and I realised over the last couple of days, I I I I take I take YouTube and I take Twitter and I take Instagram way too seriously. I just need to start having fun. On I just need to start having fun online again. Because as of late, I've been too concerned about what everybody else thinks rather than being myself. So I just need to relax and have fun online. Like I'm not gonna give too much away from my video, but whoever you got for Oliveira versus Dariush, as I said, I'm not I'm not gonna get I'm not gonna give too much away. But I will be interested to see who you think. Very interesting. Very interesting. I I can't wait. I can't wait for the video to go live. I genuinely can't. I think having the, I think it'll be I think it'll be a wow received video. Maybe I'm overhyping it. Obviously I do tend to overhype my own videos, but everybody does, right? By the way, I am still reading the chat. By the way, so don't so even if I don't say your name out loud, I am reading the chat. So 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 no, by by what by watching Raw, it seems like they're gonna go with it seems like they're gonna go with Seth Rollins versus Damian Priest for the world heavyweight belt. I, I think that'll be a good match for the for the first title defense. To be honest, Damian Priest is a really good worker, and Seth is is a good is a good is a good is a good worker as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that matchup. I'm gonna say something, and I know people probably won't like it, but I think Dominic should win Money in the Bank. I think it'll be hilarious, to be honest. If they gave Dominic Money in the Bank, but I know they won't do it. But I think it would be hilarious. Just my opinion, of course. So, in that, oh, oh, I'm, I'm, I'm definitely gonna start doing more wrestling videos because I desperately want to, but I never end up uploading them for some reason. Re- re- really, really, mate. Okay, okay. One second. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. I'm back now. If you knew, sometimes I get emails, and for some reason and for some reason they're always like I, I don't know how to explain it. I get emails, and then I get curious about what they are. So I don't know how to explain it, but I always have to see what they're about instantly in case it's about an interview or something like that. So 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 if I end up muting my mic, that's the reason why. Because as I say, sometimes they're about interviews and stuff like that. Because if you are new to the channel, I also do a podcast called the Anthony Podcast. Very 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 original name, I know, but where I interview people from all walks of life, and it's not just about fighting either. So so go and check it out. There's a playlist on my channel. So 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 so, so I will speak to you in a bit, and thank you for the support, and yeah, I will see you soon. As I said, thank you for the support, and see you later. Have a good day. You too, mate. You too. Not much, not much. I was just about to end the stream for the night. To be honest, so I will speak to you later, and thank you for the support.